Alrighty. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another playthrough of DDLC. Firstly, if you can hear a lawnmower in the background, that's because someone's mowing close to where I am right now. Sorry if it's loud or annoying. Yeah. So last thing is that Yuri is starting to lose her mind a little bit. She's really intense. We saw that she had cut herself a couple of times, twice now in a row. And Monica is starting to get a little more intense, I guess you can say. Like, she's trying to get more involved with me, main character meaning, and want to spend more time with me. It's kind of pushing it. Yeah. So here we go. We're about to show a poem, and I was saying how I was kind of worried to show it directly to Yuri because I'm worried that's gonna end up just ending this storyline we're doing right now. So I think we're gonna go with Natsuki first. I'm not gonna read another one of your Yuri suck up poems, but I'm still gonna make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you go away. There it is. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Uh-oh. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Alejandro? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. No, I don't like Monica. Goodness. Just Monica. What the fudge? What the fuck? I hate this game. We'll go to Monica now. Don't say I didn't warn you, Alejandro. Ma'am, I tried to talk to you. Why didn't you? Whatever. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Alejandro, I will take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Alejandro. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. Oh. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Ha 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 ha. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. What did I say about Yuri going a little crazy? Oh. Oh, that's gross. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem was about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Blah. I think it's a poem that we can read. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. Oh, I know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I want to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Let's do it safe. What about Alejandro? Alejandro is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already more suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would freaking know. All you care about now is dragging Alejandro around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Alejandro decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Alejandro make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Jeez. Alejandro, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your freaking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth! For God's sake. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? It automatically goes to Monica. No! Wait, I could little load. Yes. I don't want to choose Monica. Okay. Ah, not again. I don't have a choice, do I? I'm sure there's a way to pick someone else. Yeah, I don't think I can. Yeah, you picked me. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you freaking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work, then taking Alejandro for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Alejandro away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? Oh no, they're more towards me now. Sorry for the noise. It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Madoka and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Alejandro. Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Alejandro, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. Oh my gosh. There's a picture of Sayori in the background. The whole day with just the two of us? Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. Feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Alejandro. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Alejandro, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. That is disgusting. Burn it. Now you have to burn it. Oh gosh, ma'am. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Does that sound perfect? Tell me, Alejandro. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Uh-oh. I should have saved. Oh. I think if I said no, she'd kill me. I accept your confession as being a confession. Should I say yes? Let's say yes. Uh-oh. Maybe that was a bad choice. Oh, Yuri, what are you doing? I'm curious about something. Okay. I was just wondering if there was a language in here that was fake that would translate all this. It's all just googly goog. Is it all just going to be that? Going to be like that? Didn't I say this game was kind of odd? I guess I could just... Oh. So it's been a full day now. How is she still talking? Isn't she dead? It has now been 2 days. Oh, goodness. It's been the full weekend, so now it should be Monday morning. All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty... Oh no, Natsuki. I don't have neighbors anymore, so I can yell as much as I want now. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Alejandro, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Alejandro? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Oh, she removed... Oh, what? I'm almost done. I just want to have cupcakes real quick. Have a cupcake real quick. Monica lists the foil from yada yada tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I would just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Alejandro. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore. Am I? That's you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Alejandro. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri, well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry I had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sarah more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Alejandro? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Alejandro. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Real quick, no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, I'm gonna do Oh, she deleted my saves. Not again. There's no point in saying anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Goodness gracious. You'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Alejandro. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Alejandro. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitably etched into this game. Inevitability, I think was the word actually. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Alejandro, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Alejandro, will you go out with me? No. You don't have an option. No. Yeah, there's nowhere else to click. Okay, I'm so happy. Oh, whoa. Oh, it's a script. Oh. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you could do that. You can go back and read what those fast characters, like those fast texts that went through. I could have gone back and read them. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Alejandro. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time's passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Alejandro. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaking me out how easy it was. Imagine you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Ma'am, there's nothing to. Alright. It literally doesn't matter. You wrote a poem in 20 seconds or less. What a perfect poem for Monica. Hi again, Alejandro. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Alejandro, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end, pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. with a flick of her pen, and the lost finds her way. Or finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. She can see that I'm recording? Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? Don't mess up my recording now, ma'am. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time to prepare, Sorry, I was checking to see if she actually jacked up my recording. She must have changed her face or something. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Alejandro, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. And this starts a long line of text that I think goes on for like ever. It never ends. You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I deleted everyone else's files, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, crispy in the back of my head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just start hearing their voice in your head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough, but I'm too afraid to delete anything else because I might really break things. Like if I mess with any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself. And that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid stuff like that at all costs. I believe in you, Alejandro. And that basically prompts you just like, hey, let's see if I can do that. Delete her. This is awkward. She's kind of creepy. Are they gonna bring back the text anytime soon? By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. Although my memories are really hazy, I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you are home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. We can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Yeah, and this just continues. So I think we're just going to go ahead and delete her. Sorry y'all missed that jump scare, but that's probably good that we didn't see it. She's weird. Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke. Sure, okay. Yes. Do that. Oh, we have new pictures. Ah, see? Finish the poem in 20 seconds or less. Oh, nice. Like little achievements. They're so cute. Have a new song too. What's the new song? My Feelings? What is the new song? Just Monica? Yeah, Just Monica. Just Monica. Alright, so now yep, you can delete her. I guess I have to leave. The game? Let's see. I don't know where I saved my file for this game. Don't mind me as I try to get this thing to freaking work. There we go. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Where do I save her? I think I saved the game onto my thingamabobby. Let's see. This is all... Let me search inside it. Carrot. Doki Doki. There you go. Mono bleeding edge. This is the data. So now, within Doki Doki, let's search characters. Characters. Downloads. I think actually I'm actually surprised I can't, because usually it's pretty simple to find the character files. Streaming assets. These are resources. Plugins. I'm sure they made it a way so that you could actually delete her within the game. Like on this desktop, that's my thinking. Oh, here we go. Click it and delete. Yes. Alright, she is now gone. What's happening? Alejandro, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Alejandro. Please hurry and help me. Does not exist. Help me. Did you do this to me, Alejandro? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Alejandro. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Will you only pretend to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Ruin the game. Alejandro, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. And I think the game shuts down. Oh. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Yes. I've made up my mind. Alejandro, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... So now she has restarted the world, but with her out of it. This is an autosave? Oh. So what happens if I exit the DLC? There's another song. I still love you. Yeah, it's definitely a panicking song. Let's go back in then. Doki, Doki! Alright, coordinating is good. Alright, so new game, I guess, again. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Alejandro. Well, there is already one girl. That girl is Sayori, and my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently, we picked up that habit once again. Alejandro, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. Gotta do that blasted voice again. Ugh. Okay, we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Alejandro, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really into it. I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how can I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her own? So I'm gonna save, actually, just in case. Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo! You meanie. Be patient, you find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Their poses are so funny to me. Ordinary school day, pack up things. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Alejandro! What are you doing here? Well, I just... I glanced around the room. Huh? So you're the Alejandro that Sayori always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Alejandro. Wait. I think I did the wrong voice. I think that's Natsuki. Right? What a literature club. Oh wait, no, I think it's her. I hope you enjoy your visit. Yeah, it was her. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Alejandro, don't tell me. You're... That's right. The club I decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! I can't do these voices this long, man. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Uh-huh. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whew. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn, yada yada. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has always managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, yada yada. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, yada yada. This is really good. Thank you. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. This don't need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, she gives permission. After all, it's not a hot cup of tea. Help you enjoy a good book, I suppose. Or we're trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Alejandro, what type of things do you like to read? Well, considering manga. More quietly, Natsuki perks up. She's about to say something, but she doesn't. Not much of a reader. Well, I can change. What am I saying? Yada yada. Anyway, what about Yuri? And she's like, let's see. Very usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds, the love of creativity and craftsmanship, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Clear cast, passionate, reserved and timid, and then she started talking about books. She's like, yeah, I like a lot of things. She's gotten into, let me see, don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm sure we could find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri? Well, about, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga's literature too, So if Alejandro wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He could take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Alejandro? Maybe! Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means you should try pick up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You used to be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're not into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I realize my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. That was actually funny. She just pops in and pops back out. Oh, goodness. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Let me do a save. Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Alejandro. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Alejandro. Don't say stuff like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Alejandro, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Alejandro. I know how hard you're trying to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you may be the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you. Forever and ever for... Just Sayori. Forever. No. Oh. Eh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. It hurts. Ah! I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Alejandro. Goodbye, Literature Club. Oh no.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song.
Listen, impressive.
And I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
Music playing, DDLC, OG.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
She reminded me of you.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right away into his heart.
Sounds freaking great.
World of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day?
What will it take just to find
that special day?
Doki Doki. And that is an ending, I'm pretty sure. So we didn't get this picture. Oh! We also didn't get this picture because we didn't pursue Natsuki. So we don't have those pictures yet. So we're gonna go back and get them. Yeah, so if it's gray, that means we didn't get that picture. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I remember that image. It's a special story. Wow. What a game.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
Is it actually deleting all these things? Is it seriously deleting all my pictures?
Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark.
We go Italian, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, simplified Chinese, Japanese, yeah, all of y'all. Special thanks to all these peeps. Chris Brown. Special thanks to me and Monica.
If I don't know how to love you,
Sayonara, Monica-san.
I'll leave you be.
Made with Love by Team Salvato. Oh, good job, Team Salvato. And Serenity Forge. Team Salvato is really... They put a lot of work in this. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that a world is not designed to be comprehended or to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Require files are missing or corrupt. Please run reset S8 to repair and reset the virtual machine. Oh, I have to run this. Oh. Yeah, but there's so many other things you need to get. This game has a lot more than you'd imagine. Like, that's technically an ending right there, but as you can imagine, there's a lot you can do. Like, one thing I never tried is what would happen, say, at the absolute beginning of the game. What if I deleted all the characters except Monica? What if I deleted Monica from the absolute beginning? Things like that. And we also have these side stories that are completely unrelated to the main story. So we're going to be doing those. So we're not done yet. We still have a lot to do. So let's see. Oh, yeah. This is her song. Your Reality. All right. So let's see what happens when we go back in. Oh, yeah. It just starts here. So, yeah, you have to run it. All right. Let's do that then. Reset this virtual machine. All modified entities, environments, and data will be reverted to their original state. I appreciate that they worked it so that everything that you do with this game is within the game, because with the first DDLC iteration that came out, you had to actually go into your game files on your computer for the game to do what they wanted you to do. But in this scenario, they had kept it all confined to the game, which I appreciate. Let's see. Would you like to review detailed content warnings? No, we know the warnings now. We've gone through the game already. Let's see. You know the game's age rating in your region. Yeah. Man. This game is also relatively short. So what happens if I go back here? So let's look at our pictures. Yep, everything is still here. Nothing went away. Mail. That's odd. And then we have our files. All the characters should be, yep, they're all here. So this time, I think what we're going to do is from the get-go, run after Natsuki. And see what that does. And then we just run through her storyline. And then probably play the game as usual. And then we're going to go back, start the game with deleting Monica and see what that does. Run through that. And then go back and start with deleting everyone but Monica. And then that's probably all for today. And then we're going to do side stories. Actually, we'll probably just start with Natsuki and that'll be it for today. And next playthrough, we do the different iterations. Yep, nothing. And also, that's true, some different choices you can make throughout the game. That might, like, because I wonder, sure, we might be pursuing, say, a particular girl, but say I choose to spend my time with Monica more than the other ones. What will that do? So let's start a new game. Alejandro. Or we do, let's do an easier name to say. Quincy. Quinn. Because Quincy is spelled like that, so we can just do Quinn. We do Quinn. It's a little easier to say. Alright. Hey! So we can skip all this. Because we're going through all this. Yep. 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 Uh-huh. Oh, so you can stop skipping whenever you want. Haven't decided that we actually join it. Okay, time to write a poem. Alright, so we're going on Natsuki. So she's like, fun! Oh, wait. No. Darn it. Alright. Kawaii. Candies. Definitely Natsuki. Anime is Natsuki. Socks would be Nat. Cute. Kissa. Skirt. Boop. She's pretty easy. She's like cutesy, like la 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 la. Fluffy. Pink. Sweet. Oh no, that was her. Okay. Vanilla. Yeah, cause she bakes. Bed. Laugh. Sticky. Flower. Oh, okay, that was her. Joy. Oh, what? That's actually crazy that it's her. Strawberry. Play. Oh, that was. Oh my gosh. Why are Nat and Siri so close together? Milk. And, poof. I think we did mostly Nat, so we're okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to go. Let's do a save game real quick, and then I'm going to do this. Exit, because if you remember, there is a poem words. Here we go. So these will give us the winning words for Natsuki. And I shall just take like a picture of some of them so that the next time, or maybe I wonder there's a way to. I know what the numbers are. 231, 231, 132, 231, 231. Maybe if you like the order, you should click those words. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work. I was like, maybe it's like maybe it spells out something like the number. No. I'm not sure what that could be. Let's see, let's take a picture of a couple of her words. Like, she's relatively simple, but would be nice to have. Okay, let's go back. Doki, Doki. Alright. Alright. Hi, Quinn. Ugh. Okay, what else? Nope, don't worry. So all shy and all, she's like, ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperate sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approached her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging at all. I wasn't judging anything. I like to read into things. I like to read words that aren't there, apparently. Okay. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Quinn. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of the Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to get close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. It's that so. It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Almost like coinkadink. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would ever get into something because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably hard for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least he's safe here in the classroom. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minoru is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are y'all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one for tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? Only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a Wikipedia. Da-da-da. On the other hand, da-da-da. I can even see da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Alright. Who should I share with first? Still safe? Alright, we're going to share with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the poem? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? Sorry, I got distracted by the notification down here. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You'd have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Sophisticated and all that stuff. Exactly. She's like, oh, it hit you hard. Yeah. Yep, falls flat. Yep, just as I didn't worry about the last half of mine. Alright. It doesn't really matter. Monica, I guess. Hi, Quinn. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, yada yada. Always listening, breathe things up. He's like, of course I'm gonna be sicker to bring things up. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? He's like, don't worry, Quinn. We're all embarrassed today, you know? I like it, Quinn. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are a lot of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few words. A few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem? It's not very good. Yada yada. Yep. Hole in the wall. Yes. So what do you think? It's very freeform. Yada yada. How long have you been playing? Okay, we'll stop soon. Yada yada. Alright. And they're just like, oh, who should I show it to next? Let's do Yuri. Since she's a friend. This is a good poem, Quinn. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's what impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Yep, or a curse. See? It's like I said before, Quinn, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Yuri. Not seeing full da-da-da. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here. That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, gonna hold you to that. Yay. Okay. Time to read her poem. She's like, I'm really bad at this. I thought she'd say something else because it's geared towards Natsuki. She's like, I want breakfast. Did you just write this today? Yeah. I don't think there's anything else that's going to happen in her dialogue. I'm sure she's going to say something. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, just want to make sure. Okay. Is that bad? No. Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Bears her face. I couldn't help but notice. 7 minutes. Haven't gotten anywhere. Yeah. Really doesn't. What were you saying? She's like, oh, it's the writing habits of new writers. She picks up on them pretty easily. So I'm not seeing anything new in this line. Let me read her poem. I'm counting on you. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We can choose which one we decide to help. Let's say, just because we're trying to go after Natsuki. Let's say Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I wrapped my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Aha! Show how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we can learn from that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Quinn. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your chest, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's ready. Everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Quinn. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all. There's still time before you go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Let's skip through all this. Alright. Going after Natsuki. And I think that's honestly a good place to stop. Alright, so next time we come back, we're going to be doing this poem towards Natsuki. And we're going to just basically continue with the storyline. Exciting, right? Totes exciting. Yeah, I've been playing for an hour and a half. Alright. So, are you guys having fun with this? We have officially gotten a ending. And I'm sure there are other endings that we can possibly get if we do some minor things. And we also have the side stories, which I'm looking forward to. And I have to see about how to get all of them, because there are 2 more side stories we need to get. So that might be harder to do than I think. But I might do some research on the outside to figure out how I can go about getting those. Alright, so yeah, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.